Hey, future generations, this is Dr. Stan coming at you from paternity leave. And yeah, my staff was asking me if I was going to send a video, and it's really interesting because I was thinking that I was going to have complete separation and not really have too much work to do, being on paternity leave. I have about a week left and I'm honestly living it up. I don't think there's a better, oh man, without pulling up, like having tears come to my eyes, like I don't think there's been a more amazing moment in my life than being able to watch my wife Victoria birth our baby Alana at home. And haven't fully processed all of it yet, but what I know for sure is that I'm more humbled, inspired, in love with my wife and with our daughter in ways that I really had no idea what it would be like. I love all of you, and I love the fact that so many of you bring your kids and brand new babies into me, and I love being with them, and I know what it's like to be with babies. I'm the fourth oldest cousin in my entire family, and I've always been around babies, and so it's something that comes natural to me. But when it is yours, it is absolutely the most breathtaking experience that I've ever actually been through. And so this theme of the month is, are my kids ahead? It's a question that I hear often in practice, usually more often when moms see me prenatally, and then we see baby right away, and then we get mom and baby under care and postpartum, and then we start to see the difference. I see it all day. I've seen it for 9 years, but the parents in our practice will begin to see the difference between what is common out in society and what is normal in society. And what we have completely normalized, and you could read this in my blog, what we have completely normalized is an abnormal expression of health and an abnormal physiology and an abnormal biology, and we've been programmed to believe that that is just how it's supposed to be. It used to be where my grandparents, and maybe you have the same experience, but I used to remember very tangibly listening and hearing my grandparents talk about their kidney or their blood pressure or things like that. And then it was very like tangible for me, because I knew I wanted to be a doctor. I knew I wanted to be in healthcare at some point. And it was very tangible for me when I started to hear my parents and their generation, and they were much younger than my grandparents were when they started to talk about certain things. And you've seen my parents in the practice probably at some point, and the dramatic shifts and changes in their health as a result, even in later in life, how much is possible to change the expression of their innate intelligence and the wisdom that they have inside of them at the age of 70 is remarkable. But when we see these kids, 2 days ago, I was at my niece's house, and they're gonna have a summer camp for all their friends, and they're hosting, they're 9 and 8, and they're hosting all the younger kids. Pretty amazing. I saw the board that they made, and I saw the sign-in sheets, and I saw the diffusers and the food and everything that they were gonna host with. And on their sign-in sheet, they had all the names of the kids, and right in the corner there, they said allergies. And allergies said, all the kids' names, and they had a space for what they could fill out. And kids today have a consciousness around all the normal things and common things that they're seeing amongst their friends, and that it's weird if you don't have allergies now, right? 1 in 2.5 kids has allergies. Allergies is a modern illness. Allergies isn't something that has been around for centuries. It's been around for decades. And it's crazy to think that how fast the consciousness around health changes. And so this theme is going to be something different. We're going to highlight what I get to see literally every day when I look in my daughter's eyes, how beautiful, amazing, wonderful, awe-stricken that health and vibrancy and that wisdom that we have inside of us can actually be when you actually honor it and you focus on it. Every adjustment that we deliver, everything that we recommend to you from a lifestyle perspective to nutrition with Olivia, all of it is geared to enhance the expression of that inborn intelligence, that loving intelligence that we have inside of us that we are all born with. We can't have a gestational process of 9 months where not one single mom who I've interviewed after hundreds of moms in 9 years, not one of them says they consciously control growing their baby. And if they don't consciously control it, it is governed by a system and a wisdom, a nervous system and an innate intelligence inside of our body that exists not only through the gestational process, but exists in a brand new, vibrant baby that I get to see every day. And so when we say, are my kids normal? Or when you ask me that, usually my response is, maybe you can fill in the words, is no. They're not. I mean, they are ahead. They are special and they are miraculous, but they're just normal. And we want to renormalize what we call normal physiology. We have a hashtag, normalize normal, because we want to remake it weird that disease, we want to remake disease weird, right? We don't want to have a whole society of kids who have inhalers, who have this, who have that drug, who have that, intervention, who have that therapy and this, because it's just not the way it's supposed to be. And so I am in regular clothes. I just gave Alana back to my wife because she was a little bit fussy and we wanted to give Victoria a little bit more time to sleep. And I'm doing it because it's that important. And I'm doing it because I want to honor all of you for the commitment that you have made to be a part of a practice like ours. We know we ask for a lot of time, we know we ask for a lot of money, but we know that the investment that you make in time, money, and energy, when you see that your kid is actually ahead, I want you to know that that is just not possible in the rest of healthcare. Chiropractic offices, acupuncture offices, all of these kind of natural healing offices make that possible. In other offices, it's just not possible. And so they resort to normalizing the abnormal problems that actually come around. And when you can convince people that that is normal, then you're just part of the crowd, right? And in our world, we are countercultural. We are definitely different than what you see in normal society, and we love that. And we love it because if 54% of our kids are expressing some sort of chronic problem that are only supposed to be reserved for the elderly, that's just not okay in our book. And so we're going to share a lot of videos, we're going to share a lot of posts, we're going to share a lot of information that when you share that with your families and in your community, it will change the vibration of their life. It may save their life. Many of you have told me, if it wasn't for you, I would not be here today. And I know that for a fact, that we are preventing those types of experiences in the kids, and we are actually letting them helping inspire in them the optimal expression of their intelligence. Thank you for all the love and support, everything. This video is a little bit longer than I typically make them, but it's super important, and I can't wait to share more with you as I get back into the office, and I can't wait for you to meet Alana. Thanks. Love you guys.